welcome into Tribe Talk. We're here again with head coach Roone Gable. Back at it again this week. A little hotter this week, it seems like. We're here in the soon-to-be rededicated stadium to Buddy Wendell Field. Actually, Friday night, come check them out at home. First home game of the year. Dedication's going to be at 7 o'clock, or rededication. Then you're hosting Cohola Creek. So that'll be an interesting battle. We got one of your assistant coaches' former programs. I'm sure he'll know a lot of people on that staff.
They'll probably want to get Coach Wilson good there.
Yeah. Before we go into that, we're going to go back to last week. Last week on the road at Temple, we talked about how the facilities were there. Super nice facilities, nice turf field, jumbotron, all that. I was happy to see, because I think the last time I was there, they didn't have any of that.
Correct.
So, and looking good at Temple, and the team's pretty darn good too.
Sometimes you just run into teams that might be better than you are. I think what Coach Nix and his staff has done is they've grown over the past few years. Honestly, kind of what we're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
They've got in the weight room. They've gotten bigger. They've gotten stronger. They're in year 2 of his system. And, I knew they were going to be fast. I knew they were going to be athletic. But in person, they were bigger and pretty daggum physical. And I told our coaches at the end of the year, we might look back and just take a sneak peek of what Temple's done, and we're probably going to see some good things. They're a good ball club.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. And, we're able to put up some points and had opportunities for some more points, a lot of bright spots. Seemed like more bright spots, even though, you gave up a good many points. Seemed like more bright spots last week than the weeks before.
I would agree. Defensively, we had a hard task. I think the final score probably wasn't. It probably wasn't how a game that really win. It ended up looking pretty bad. And anytime you get 57 points scored on you, that's not very good. But we did some good things. We got some turnovers on defense. We caused some good stuff offensively. We tied it up the second drive, but had a big play called back for a touchdown. Anytime that hurts, especially a young team like us, it's very deflating. So we have to learn to rebound from that. We still were able to get a score, missed another opportunity right before half to make it a 1-score game. But like you said, we battled. And there were a lot of good positive points. Offensive line, we lined up in a kind of a big package this week, and we really challenged them to, let's go see if we can't move some people and play big boy ball a little bit. And it wasn't pretty all the time, but we drove down the field in that offense and got a score, and that was exciting. So
that just adds something else to your repertoire. And, those plays that we've seen that were just quite, either the long penalty, or the callback from the long penalty for the touchdown, things like that. You put on film, you can tell you guys, look, we're this close.
Yes, sir.
You were out the gate, you blocked it great. I watched.
Yes.
We blocked it great on the outside. He was untouched to the end zone. I think on that one play.
Yeah, that was by far the best outside zone play we've ran all year.
Yeah.
Blocked it up pretty, and just formationally we weren't lined up properly, and it come back and got us there.
Yeah, and that's something you just live and learn.
We do. We've been working on that all week.
All righty. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
Tribe Talk is brought to you by Alpha Insurance, Al Smith Agency. For all your home, auto, and life insurance needs, call Al Smith at 706-529-6786. CJ Gray.
Hayden Cook, the ball carrier for the Indians, into the end zone for an
Oh boy, there you go.
All right, welcome back into Tribe Talk. I'm here with head coach Roone Gable again. We're going to move on to this week. You know, we talked about it earlier. You got Coahulla Creek coming to town, 7:30 kickoff, first home game. Expecting a pretty big crowd. I'm sure Coahulla, man, they have a good fan base. I'm sure they're going to bring a nice crowd. Should be a pretty good environment here at Little Bighorn, Buddy Wendell Field.
You know, it's an exciting time for us. I'm really excited for the rededication. Coach Wendell, who has, you know, meant so much to this community, him and his family are going to be here for a little rededication, a little ribbon cutting. So that's a special time.
Yeah.
And then our kids are excited to finally play one at home. I'm excited. I've been here for 8 months and 9 months now, and have yet to step on this field other than practice. So
yeah.
We're excited about that. I hope, you know, I think we'll have a good crowd. I hope everybody comes out. It's an exciting time.
Yeah, and it's just you know, it shows the dedication that Chattooga County has been toward this school. I dare you to find a school campus, you know, from head to toe, whether it be the school, the gymnasium, the football field, the softball field.
And going back years to when this school was rebuilt about 8 years ago, you know, they made a commitment.
Yeah.
And I think they have followed it up on it with the upgrades now of all the facilities. I think our facilities can stand up to anybody, like you said, especially in small balls. So.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So kind of dig into Coahulla Creek a little bit. They have a new head coach this year. And, you know, obviously we talked about, you know, Coach Danny moved on from Coahulla Creek. He's on your staff this year. They're going to be wanting
they're going to want to get him back.
to get after him. So I'm sure the feeling's mutual, though. So, you know, he wants to get after them, I'm sure. But they got some pretty good athletes. They're 1-1 currently coming in. You know, we talked about some of their playmakers, a receiver outside, you know, quarterback, running back. Not bringing back a whole lot as far as experience from the previous year. You know, I've talked about it myself on some of our other shows. You know, Case Kinnaman was one of my guys, man, last year. He was a super guy. He could get outside. He could throw the ball. You're replacing him. And it's not been too bad. You know, obviously, to get the same production, you might have to look in different places. So, and they're 1-1, so they've got a victory. So they're looking to come over. What do you see when you see Coahulla on
Well,
tape?
you know, offensively, and Coach Carter, who is now the head coach, he was the offensive coordinator under Coach Wilson. So
Gotcha.
they're in year 2 or 3 or 4
So
of their
everything's
system.
familiar. Yeah.
Yes, and you know, their quarterback, he's a good ball player. He's got big shoes to fill in replacing Case, but he does a good job for what they do. Got a very good running back. He's tough, about 190 pounds. He's a big boy to tackle, and they've got a receiver number 14 who plays outside, and he plays outside linebacker. I think he's one of the best players in the area.
Yeah.
So, you know, I tell you what we're once again kind of similar to what I said a while ago. They're where we're trying to get. They've built their program. Coach Wilson, they made seven wins last year, made it into the playoffs. They are learning how to win, and that's right where we are. So, you know, they will come in here feeling pretty good about themselves probably. So we've got our hands full, but I think we've had a good week of practice, and I think our guys will be ready to go.
Yeah, that's you know, I think it's going to be like we said earlier, a good atmosphere, and I think your guys are, you know, you're showing the growth that you're looking for, you know, and I think the next step is, you know, get a W. So that's what we're looking for this week.
Yeah, a lot of us are, you know, and like I said, our kids they're learning, and this process sometimes isn't fun or isn't fair.
Oh yeah.
But that's what I tell them, guys. Nobody feels sorry for you when you're down, and we just got to keep working. We got to keep fighting.